In this video, you finally get to see the Lowrider from the past 2 videos, all done and at a show. That's right, today you get to see the car all done, and I won't waste too much time up front here because there's a lot to cover. You're gonna see masking, spraying paint, my favorite part, the unmasking of it all, a really good tip for refreshing your chrome and making it and some footage from the Super Show itself. So without further ado, let's get into it. What I like to call Christmas time, when we get to unwrap the presents. Okay, so waiting on the paint to dry. So I went ahead and organized all the pieces and bits that have to go back onto the car. Begun to clean the chrome pieces, kind of get them polished up with some, I use very fine steel wool. Actually a trick that I was taught long ago, but you do, I believe it's the 440 steel wool and some polish, and just go real lightly on that. You can pretty much get rid of all the water spots, hazing and stuff like that, and really refresh your chrome, brighten it up and make it pop. So that's what I've been doing. As you can see, everything is laid out, ready to go. Bumpers there, rocker trim, and the piece I'm most excited to put back on, the hood edge trim that goes along the back. If you remember in part 1, I said I was probably going to regret taking that off, but what I did was stopped all my patterns just up here. So I'm hoping by not adding a bunch of material to the edge of this, we won't have any issues putting it back on, but we'll see. Now that the car is painted, we can start on reassembly. But first, I want to take this moment right here to say thank you for watching and thank you for coming back. And thank you for liking and commenting and doing all the engagement on the videos. The engagement and the steady growth of the channel and the subscribers tells me I'm onto something, I'm doing something right. So I appreciate it, and it's only gonna get better as I fine tune and get better at video editing planning shots and doing all the filmography end of things, it's only gonna get better, and that's the goal, right? 1% better than you were yesterday. If you can maintain that, you're on the right track. So let's do that, and let's keep it moving. So with that said,
I am once again asking,
go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you want to continue to see cool, off-the-wall, unusual projects, anywhere from custom paint jobs, full-on builds, shop-related tool builds, stuff like that. You name it, there's a ton more in store. So, like I said, like, subscribe, and now that that's out of the way, let's move on to reassembly, get this job done. Okay, everything's back together. We're walking into the Super Show, and my camera gets denied. Security guards tell me to go put it back in the car, along with some other stuff that we had. More strict rules than I was expecting, but either way, didn't get my camera in. So all I have of the show is some basic iPhone footage, but I was able to get this car and some of the other ones actually that I've had the opportunity to work on. So you can see where I started with my Lowrider paint jobs, which only started a couple years ago. And I must say, with this car, I'm pretty happy with the results, considering it's only my second complete Lowrider paint job where I was responsible for the design, layout, colors, everything. My 3 guidelines for this paint job were loud, there's no such thing as too much flake, and don't hold back. So here we go with the little bit of footage I was able to get at the Super Show. And here is a 1978 Ford Thunderbird that I did. This was the first car that I did where I was responsible for the full design and layout. Wanted to keep the factory color, but then I added the flake and the candy, pinstriping, some gold leaf, and there's a little bit of pattern on the hood and trunk lid. And then obviously some airbrush work there that was done by Rick Westcott. Killer work. And this green Impala was the first lowrider I worked on. I did the green pattern and candy down the side. This green G-body, I candied over patterns that were already there, and I did not do this 59 Impala, but it is insane. A guy named Steve Santos did it. That's it for this video. Next week, we got another very cool project lined up. As long as I can get parts and everything wrapped up, we'll do that video. Otherwise, I have a lot of other stuff that I can be doing that's also very cool. So, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.